welcome to the college office. So I know I kind of vanished in the last couple of weeks. It's been like a crazy few months in my life. I started a new job, I applied and got into grad school, so I'm going to be starting that pretty soon. I also kind of figured you guys have enough to worry about. At this point, you're probably working on your supplements because deadlines are rapidly approaching. But today I want to talk about financial aid. At this point, you should have already filled out your FAFSA and your CSS profile. If you haven't, you have to do that as soon as possible because it was made available right at the beginning of October. For FAFSA, you'll go to fafsa.ed.gov. And for the CSS profile, you'll go to cssprofile.collegeboard.org. Both of those need to be filled out in order for schools to consider you for financial aid. Today, though, I want to talk about that financial aid because it can take a few different forms. So I want to tell you a little bit about what to expect when you get your financial aid packages. Also, a quick side note, not all colleges require the CSS. It's mostly private universities that need it. The school's website will tell you exactly what forms you need to fill out. It's super easy to find that information. You can also learn more about the FAFSA versus CSS by watching my Ultimate College Application Checklist video. So after you get accepted to school, you're going to receive a financial aid package from that school. And what that will be is a list of aid, basically. So you'll see grants, you'll see scholarships, and you'll see loans. Or you'll see grants and scholarships, and then you're very lucky. So I want to start by talking about those grants and scholarships because that's the free money. That's the money that you don't have to pay back. So grants are primarily need-based for the most part. They come mostly from the government. Their grants can be given directly to you or directly to the school, and then the school doles it out. But it's based on your financial need and what you've put into your FAFSA. Scholarships are more merit or talent-based. They can come from an endowment from a person. They can come from a department. There are theater scholarships. There are obviously athletic scholarships. There are completely academic scholarships. All of that money is money that you don't have to pay back, which is very exciting. You're looking for grants and scholarships on your financial aid because that means that the cost of school is going down for you. You can also look for scholarships outside of just your FAFSA and your CSS and what the school is giving you. Sites like FastWeb and also the Scholly app collect outside scholarships from corporations or other places that you can apply to. Some require essays, some require that you just put in your name and address. Some are more competitive, some are just basically free money. But make sure that you look into those options as well because it can be another way to kind of lower the cost of going to college and also lower the amount of money that you have to take out in loans. So let's talk about loans. There are different kinds of loans. There's government loans and there's private loans. Government loans are the ones that are actually going to appear in your financial aid package. And they'll appear as different things. There may be a subsidized loan, unsubsidized, a Perkins loan, or a plus loan. So let me tell you about the difference between all of these. Subsidized loans are the best ones. What that means is that the loan doesn't start accruing interest until after you graduate. Basically, the government is paying the interest while you're still in school. Unsubsidized are still good. They do start accruing interest as soon as you take them out, but the interest rate is way lower than on a private loan. So a private loan could be like 14%. A government loan is going to be closer to 6 or 7%. Then you have the Perkins loan, which is offered to students with extreme financial need. The last one is the plus loan. That loan is actually for your parents. It allows them to take out a loan for you to pay for your education. So the last thing you might see on your financial aid package is work study. Work study means you get a job and then this money gets paid directly to you. So you get a job on campus, things like working in the admissions office, working in the dining hall, working in the library. All of those jobs are work study jobs and you get a paycheck that you can use to offset your living expenses. It's great in that it's money that goes directly to you. It's less great in that those jobs are limited sometimes, and also right when you're starting school and you want to be focused only on your schoolwork or on your extracurriculars, you have this other thing that you need to be doing. At the same time, it's a great way to meet other people, so you just have to take that into account when you're considering whether or not you're going to accept the work study. Which brings us to private loans. So you've looked at your financial aid package, you see the grants and scholarships, you see the federal loans, you see the work study. You get to the bottom of a page and there's a number. And that number is what you are expected to contribute. So in some cases, that number is going to be 0. Congratulations, everything's covered. In some cases, that number is going to be small and something that your family can manage, which is also exciting. And then in other cases, that number is going to be maybe bigger than you'd like it to be, which is where those private loans come in. So you can call the financial aid office at each individual school to talk about private loans. While you're talking to them, go ahead and ask them if there's any more money they can give you, because in some cases, there absolutely is. The thing is that you want to be careful with those private loans, though. You want to, I always said to kids that I work with, to try and keep the amount of loans that you're taking out to be around or under $10,000, because you don't want to be paying off college for the rest of your life. Okay, so if you're starting to panic, don't. You can get an idea of what your financial aid might look like by using the net price calculator on certain schools' websites. You'll put in a little bit of your financial information, and then the school will basically give you kind of like a simulation of what your aid might look like. It's not exact, but it can give you an idea and start to make you feel a little bit better. Some schools are also need-met schools, which means they will meet what they determine your financial need to be. So some schools will even take the loans out of that and just give you grants and scholarships, which is amazing. Just remember, if you made your list and you really thought about where you would be happy and you really kind of balanced your list in that way, then once you get your financial aid packages, you can really look at who's giving you the most money and be confident in whatever decision you make. So that's all for financial aid and kind of all for the college applications. At this point, you guys are in the home stretch, so keep going. You're almost there, and congratulations to those of you who already have your applications in. There is some very exciting stuff coming down for the college office in the next couple of months while we're waiting for acceptance letters. So if you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube so that you can be the first to know about the next exciting part of this. And definitely like me on Facebook at Lara in the College Office, because a lot of this exciting stuff is going to happen on Facebook. And as always, if you have any questions about financial aid or the application process in general, definitely email me at larainthecollegeoffice@gmail.com. I've gotten some great emails from you guys, and I love responding to your questions and talking to you, so definitely reach out if you have questions. That's all for now. Thanks for visiting the college office. I'll see you next time.